Hello. This is the daily energy report for February 6th, 2023. I am becoming a little bit more and more official. I got a microphone, and so hopefully you can pick up better on my voice and not so much the cards. So we'll see what happens tonight. And so we are definitely still feeling the full moon energy from yesterday. And so the moon still is in gate 7, really looking at collaboration, looking at how we are putting our energy out to work with people. Are we really attracting people, attracting the collaborative ideas, or are we kind of repelling against that, really more still in a competitive edge? And so really looking at what do we want to release? How do we want to rewrite our story about collaboration, our story about success maybe, and what that looks like to collaborate with other people. And so the sun is in gate 13, narrative, as quantum human design calls it, or fellowship of the man. And so we're in the 5th line, we're in that savior line. And actually the key word is the savior. And so the ability to overcome all obstacles for the betterment of humanity. The charismatic genius who can find a role for everyone. The listener that has a gift finding a role for others. The able administrator giving extreme positive nature of this position, mundane application is rare. The listener whose gift for finding a role for others is practical and suited to administration. And so really looking at the stories, right? Looking at this collaborative piece with the full moon and seeing that there is a place for everyone. Every single person has their purpose to be here, to just be, to be themselves is their purpose. But that is a valuable piece in the puzzle. And so when we can start to realize that, when we can lean into that, when we can trust that every person is here for their reason, for betterment of the whole. Even if at the moment, in the picture, in the now, we can't really see it, we're like, they don't have a place. It might be negative or bad, what we view it as, right? Our perception. But that bump, that challenge, whatever it is actually helping everybody, both them and helping us in all sides. And so we get the visionary. We get the visionary coming in and grounding in and rooting in and trusting and seeing just what I said, right? Seeing that, okay, it may be an obstacle. We might not see the purpose for this person, or they blew something up, or they came in and their energy was too much. It was chaotic, right? They stirred the pot. And sometimes we're like, there was no purpose of that. They were just stirring the pot. Well, sometimes the pot needs to be stirred. Sometimes we need those fire starters, right? We need the ones to start the fire. And maybe they run away, maybe they put it out. It doesn't really matter. But that energy, that igniting needed to happen in order to shift, in order to move something else. And so becoming the visionary, being able to look and being able to see that everything does have its place in its time, right? The visionary, that energy, that gate is coming from the root, the timing gauge, our pressure gauge. And so really leaning into the divine timing. And even if you think that we should be here at this level, or I should be here, or you over there, knowing and leaning in that the right connections will come, and that when the time is right, you'll be where you need to be with whom you need to be with. And leaning into the visionary and trusting and just looking around and seeing if you are not where you want to be, lean in and see, okay, what can I learn from where I'm at right now? What could I be missing that I'm not seeing that I need to be seeing, right? What's the lesson or blessing or something that I'm missing out on that obviously Source wants me to see because I'm still here. And then we get our lemons for alchemy. Yet again, reminding us that we can shift all of our perception, our perspective. We think it's sour, we think it's bitter, we can shift it, we can make it into lemonade. And just realizing the power of our thoughts, the power of our intentions, of holding a vibration, can alchemize, does alchemize. That energy on that energetic level starts the alchemy process, which then starts to manifest in our material plane. And so remembering that, holding on to our trust, holding on to that vibration of knowing that we are supported. You don't need to know how, you just need to know. We need to lean into that strategy, lean into your authority. When you are trying to make a decision, or if you're deciding if you need to force something or change something or whatever, to really truly sit with it. Sit with the sensation. Sit with, am I pushing it? Am I rushing it? Am I forcing it? And then see. And you see, am I trying to just be the savior to save everybody, right? And there's this time that everybody, I love this energy of the savior, because especially in collaborative pieces, in pieces of working with one another, on an energetic level, yes, we can come along and we can help people along and we can do it for them, but it's only going to get them so far. Because guess what? We cycle back around. We will get another opportunity to learn that lesson again. And so in our heart of hearts, we think we're doing what's best, coming in and saving people. But what we really need to be able to do is hold space for people. We need to be able to hold space while they learn their lesson. They might get dirty, they might be hurt, they might get knocked down, but we need to be able to hold them and say, I know, it's hard a little bit, but it's okay. You have the strength. You have the strength to alchemize. You have the strength to utilize your thoughts, to see when you're down in the muck, okay, what am I learning here? How can I shift this? How can I switch my perception? Perception. And when we start doing that, when we can start shifting out of that victimhood where we feel like we need the savior, and we start becoming our own savior, we start alchemizing our thoughts, we start alchemizing and becoming that magician and manifesting left and right on this material plane. And so really looking at the times when you want to come in and save people, and see if you can pause and see where you might be able to hold space for people. Maybe you need to be the example and be a little bit vulnerable and show where you have had to go through the muck and say, I've done this before, and I'm going to hold space for you so you can do it too, because you will walk out so much more empowered. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please like this video down below, share with your friends and family. Let's all start living a life in alignment. If you'd like to chat, collaborate, please reach out, send me an email, Christine@essentialstrong.com. I'm sending you all so much love.